We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot.
What up?
Hey, everybody out there. It's the Negroraguan Podcast coming at you.
Right is right, wrong is wrong, though. You know what I'm saying?
And I noticed it at first, but I was like, okay, maybe that's just no big deal, whatever.
And I get that part too, but hey, we still call it that part.
Take ownership of that shit. Go get help and, seek help for that shit and, kind of correct your
They're politicking, rapping, shooting the breeze, trying to holler at a dame, hope, get something together for the weekend, whatever.
How y'all doing? We out here, chilling in the spot. What up?
It would be the volume of the conversations, though. It would be,
I'm
boisterous. You know what I'm saying? We get up in there and we just start doing us.
Just loud. Niggas just loud.
You're great women. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal.
I know.
You shut up, too. Just like, no, go ahead and attack me, Vic.
Oh my god. I just wanted bagels. I recorded the whole thing.
She just wanted bagels. Hey, everybody. What's up, Negroraguan Podcast? Back at you. I-70 Connect. Full house today, this evening, whenever you listening. I'm the KC Stork. We got two strangers that have found their way out from the cold. We got the Lady Lavender. We got both the Brothers of Doom in the house. We got James. We got Joe Jeff. We got my homeboy 10 Meters. Oh, shit, it's about to be on and popping. How everybody doing today?
Good. Straight. Hot in the mouth, but good.
Yeah. It's slavery hot, and we ain't getting no reparations, so ain't gonna be no relief.
We ain't getting,
Not a cent.
Not a cent.
Not even so much as, thank you for helping us build America.
Help, nigga. Not only thank you. You should be thankful we allowed you Negroes to use your hands to build America. What are you talking about? Anyway, the sounds you heard.
That was news too, though.
Huh?
That was news too. Mitch McConnell. We ain't talking about that.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. We gave you niggas a black president. What y'all want?
No, him having slave.
That was the other part. That was the other part. Yeah. Hey, yada yada yada. The part that my family has literally suckled off the teat of black people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Pretty much.
Never mind that. Now it's an equal start for everybody.
No reparations for you, nigga.
But speaking of reparations, I don't know if my friend who ain't shit, Joe Jeff, who was talking about this man, this midget, who called himself the modern day MLK. If you ain't been on the Twitter streets, you need to get on there. Facebook is cool, but the Twitter streets be knowing. There's a man. There's a video we just played, and as always, the videos will be in the links for the show because this is a audio podcast. There's a man, as you heard, who's at the bagel shop. He might be 5 feet tall.
I'm not doing that at all.
I'm saying
probably
maybe.
5 foot shit.
Hey, because there's another video that y'all didn't see where it's from the back. I don't know if you saw that one where you can see where like he is literally like barely looking over the counter. Barely. So this man who might be the size of my 4-year-old decided to threaten all women in the shop, get tough with like one man where he like bumped. You see the video. He's like bumping chest with him, and then the last dude where you heard him say,
bumped his pelvis.
I mean, my bad. I was being great. He basically put his dick on his knee, but
pretty much.
But then the last man you heard, who was pretty much probably he had enough. He came there for bagels, and he was probably already late to work, and he was like, "Man, shut the fuck up." And that dude was like, "You want to attack me?" And then you hear the video coming to an end because he gives the man what he asked for. Like a clobbered. Back triggered. But but yeah, it's just silliness. Just silliness. What's up?
Then there was like the second video that came out where he kept on popping off after that.
Kept popping. Well, yeah, he was like, y'all say he attacked me. And they was like, yeah, nigga, you asked him to attack you.
Well, he was talking to all the women in the store, and as they let him out the door, a nigga gave him a little extra push on the way out the door. He ain't had shit to say about that because he was done talking to dudes.
Hey.
And he was.
As I tweeted, he asked for the smoke, he got the motherfucking smoke, dog. He's like...
So, the bullying stops now. The bullying stops today. That's why he is the modern MLK.
But that's when you know a man's had enough. When he don't even punch you, he just grabbed his head, dog. The man just grabbed his head and slammed it into the fucking counter.
Under the counter, dog. And says,
he didn't throw no punches. He just grabbed his head like it was a fucking orange and just tried to squeeze all the juice out of it, bro. Yeah,
you see how he did that non-violent, man? That's why he did
it non-violently.
I wonder if he was down there praying with him. Pray with me, brother.
That's the Midget Luther King right there.
Midget Luther King. So I got off track. So this motherfucker and also I don't know if you've seen the video. Me and Lady Lavender watched it. They sent the tallest white woman they had on staff out to talk to him because he was like at her pelvis. Talking to her on the interview. I was like, they still trolling him, and he know it. And so she went out there for an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm getting bullied." And like Joe has alluded to, I'm a modern day MLK, and Joe fucking hit me with the hashtag midget Luther King, and to which I replied, "He ain't shit, and I hate him." Cause
I bring the people what they want, man.
Bring people what they want. They want that content.
Yeah,
yes, they do.
All right,
that's fire. That was fire.
Well, let's go ahead and kick it off. You know how we do our check-ins, and we'll start with the two who we got one who been living in love and the life of luxury. One who's been getting adjusted to her new surroundings. We'll start ladies first. So what's going on, Lady Lavender? How you been doing?
I've been doing real good. Living in Kansas City now, getting used to the city, like you said. Got my new car, so I'm able to get around, and life's good. Getting used to work. Getting used to this heat and humidity again in the Midwest.
Slavery.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the name of your car? You said you named your cars. I know you talked about. We talked about that.
My cars, and so this car, because it's Japanese, I decided to call her Bishujo, so that for short I can talk about this bitch. And this bitch gonna take me around. This bitch acting up. So that's my bitch.
That's my bitch. All my life, bro.
You gotta name your cars like they name boats.
You gotta love them. You gotta smash bottles of liquor over the top of them and crescent them, all that good stuff.
That's like washing a car with a Brillo pad.
Whoa, why we get?
I smash bottles on my car.
Hold on. So you were told that in confidence. Stop. Anyway, Big James, what's going on, man? Hello, James.
Oh, yo, what's up? What's going
on, pimp?
Oh, shit, man. Just trying to hold it all together, man. Life is moving fast right now. I'm getting it done now. I'm kind of. I just sold my house, my old house.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got closed on that on Wednesday. It was more like I was trying to get out from under that house more than anything else. Because it's got a lot of stuff pending, a lot of repairs pending. Right. I had no desire nor the capacity to pay for it. So I took what I could get and I ran. But, dude, that's the guy I sold it to is like, that's what he does. He like fixes up houses and stuff and he already got somebody that's gonna rent it out, and I'm like, good for you. And he's like getting rid of most of the junk for me. He's doing it for me. Like it was like the perfect setup.
Hey pimp. So did you just submit on running off on the plug?
No, just that.
My bad.
Yeah, got it.
Go ahead.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
The little songs the little kids listen to nowadays, right? I ran off on the plug. My bad. I forget you be listening to like Alvin Ailey live and shit. Go ahead.
Alvin Ailey?
Alvin Ailey? What the fuck does got to do with Alvin Ailey?
Oh, you be listening to him, you know, on the new shit. You listen to niggas like tap dancing.
Alvin Ailey's a dancer, bro.
I know they're dancing. That's the joke. He's listening to them. He's listening to them
He's trying to
dancing.
pretend to be cultured.
I understand. He's listening to them dancing. Y'all, okay.
I listen to some of the new stuff now.
I'm just saying. No, hold on, James. It's lost on these niggas. I know what they are. I'm saying he's listening to them niggas dancing. I get. Y'all go back to eating your sandwich and fighting pedophiles.
Oh, I'm done, man.
Go back to naming bitches.
Say it. He just back there, just
Lady Lavender.
I gotta freaking fight pedophiles, dog.
Cause you the new Frank, nigga. That's why.
The pedophile avenger. I feel rise.
I don't antagonize everybody. I agree with everybody. I don't attack it.
Oh man.
Anthony is like King Peanut Gallery. He's the king of the peanut gallery.
Wow,
damn. Hold on.
This is on your side.
Hold on. Right. My bad. Hold on.
Connotations.
Hold on. My bad. Back. My fault. My bad, James. Back to you. Back to life, bro. My bad.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I did that. Started software engineering school. I'm in the 4th week of my online portion.
Awesome.
It just got kind of hairy this week. I was kind of cruising along because I kind of already done some of this stuff before. This week, I kind of hit a wall. So, I mean, I'll get there, but it was like the last few weeks, I've been done by like Wednesday.
Right.
Even like because work has to be turned in Sunday nights. Mm-hmm. I might be pushing the right up to Sunday night this week to get it done. But it's cool, I mean.
I appreciate you getting on, even though you got some obligations, dog. So I appreciate it. I'm sure everybody else here appreciate it. The people appreciate it. That one person in England who's downloading our shit, they appreciate it, bro. I don't know who that is, but shout out. But shout out,
England.
Hey, 10 meters, the pedophile crusher. What's up, pimp? How you been?
I don't like that moniker.
Why not? You fighting pedophiles in the street, dog? That's good, right?
That's what he just said. He said that in the prep session. He was like, if I see a pedophile,
I gotta fight him.
How about that?
I gotta fight him.
You know, I hate fucking pedophiles, man. I hate when y'all violate little children, man.
That just hurts.
Like
you got like a spidey sense or something.
So what would be your like?
When the pedophile come around,
if I see,
he's out here got a vendetta. He out here in the streets, nigga can just hunt them down.
That nigga got a.
I have that little cyst that go off in the back of my head, like, oh, you motherfucker, you just violated some kids. I have to kick your ass.
Hey,
Anthony,
you know what? You know what, Anthony? I know what your name should be. The Diddler, nigga. Cause they be diddling kids.
Diddler.
The Diddler.
That's his DC comic book name.
Anthony
the
Diddler.
Like DC shit.
Anthony is the pedophiles, what Blade is the vampire.
That's what I'm talking about. That nigga got a big ass lollipop mallet, nigga, just hitting him over the head with it.
Oh man.
Can't breathe, dog.
The Diddler.
The Diddler.
Here so fast.
Diddling kids. No,
hey, dog, it's too early. It's too early to be here so fast, dog. Oh my god, this is too early. It's too early in the show. Go ahead and start over, dog. I don't know what's happening.
You just fucked up.
It's show me leadership, nigga.
Oh shit.
We basically experienced a Chernobyl in the first 5 minutes of the show.
No. Oh, shit. Hey, that motherfucker just ride around the city playing R. Kelly mixtapes to get him out. They hiding hoes.
To lure him out the damn.
To lure him out, dog.
R. Kelly? What? Shit. You going down, sucker.
Going down, sucker. Oh, shit. It's the Diddler. Okay.
That nigga said, diddle me this.
Diddle me this.
Who was afraid of the big
No. The Diddler would be like his arch nemesis.
Oh, you right. I fucked up. My bad. The Diddler would be his arch nemesis. Oh, shit. Ooh, I'm crying. Okay. All right.
We're lacking direction.
Back to Anthony. Back to 10 meters. What's going on, Pip?
Hey, man, ain't nothing going on right now. I'm getting ready. As you guys know, I'm giving you guys a little update on what's going on with me. I have an assignment out in Austin, Texas, that's coming up at the end of this month. So I might be traveling out there. Y'all pray. Y'all Christians, y'all pray for me. You atheists, you just keep me in your thoughts or whatever atheists do.
Hey, Anthony, scoot up to your microphone a little bit. My bad, Phil.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit better. Go ahead. Sorry.
So, like I said, I have a travel assignment at the end of this month. I'll be going to Austin, Texas. So, a lot of my broadcasts will be coming from Austin, Texas.
Shit, I heard that's pedophile country.
Ooh.
And I'm a motherfucker.
Going down there to fight.
I'm going down there to fight
Intentional.
Seems like you're ready. Girl, are you ready to go all the way? I got you, nigga.
But anyway. Oh shit.
Man.
So, but I'll be getting back to work soon and everything like that, and so everything will be grand once I get started.
Cool.
Other than that, life is the same old, you know. Just chilling, hanging back, you know, getting ready for this trip, you know.
Well, best of luck to you, fam.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed.
Joe, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Hey. What you been doing? Living that just chilling, that coach life? That teacher life?
Just kind of hanging out around the house. Spent last week kind of hanging out with the kids around the house. Didn't do a whole lot. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it.
Hey, now think about it. I mean, cut you out, dog, but like, hey, thank you and you and James, dog. Y'all threw down, bro, on that food. Yeah, cause we had a little break.
Yeah.
The 4th of July.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
That shit was fire. And I know as black people, we always say it every time we get together. We got to get together more. No, we need to make that. We need to get together more. That's ridiculous. We don't.
It was fun, man. It was.
I had a good time.
And you know, food is always just the extra, man.
Nah, y'all threw down though. Even though y'all had the apartheid beans, they had the light skin and the dark beans.
And the dark skin beans.
Well, hey, plot twist. The dark beans were made by my white mother, so
that's right.
What are you gonna do with that?
Plot twist?
What are you gonna do with that?
I don't know. I didn't eat them, so maybe I knew. My spider think
she was representing both sides because she made the dark beans, but she made the extra white potato salad,
which is fucking
which we love.
Fire.
Like, that's how potato salad is supposed to look like. It's supposed to look white. It's not supposed to look green and all the other different colors. Green, yellow, whatever.
Green potato salad. Nigga. What are you doing?
Green potato salad, dog.
No. There are some people out there making questionable potato salads. I have seen it on the internet.
Yes. So I'm like, what the hell?
I don't fuck with the mustard based. I mean, I eat the mustard based ones if that's all you got.
That's all you got, right?
But mom makes this white potato salad that be on point.
Yeah, next time I'm going to try it. I've never really been a big fan of potato salad.
Should have tried it, man.
That's me. I just never been, even as a kid, I never been a fan.
Yeah. But see, that's what potatoes. That's what I'm used to potatoes, because that's how my mom used to make it with mayonnaise, little mustard, lots of mayonnaise.
Now this has no mustard in it.
No mustard.
So I gotta try that.
And it's got the secret ingredient always makes people go but it's the best part is the cottage cheese.
Yep.
Yeah. And that would have made me go because I don't like cottage cheese.
No, hey, you got to try when you had it. You be like, oh damn, that cottage cheese actually sets this off.
Okay. Yep, all the way off.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try your mom's salad.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, you had the invite, nigga. If you check your messages, you could have came too.
He was out of town. He was out of town.
He's out fighting crime, man.
He was out trying to find his arch nemesis, the Diddler. Damn you, Diddler!
Get me straight to hell.
You have diddled kids for the last time in Kansas City.
I was actually busy.
Sitting around in this little, he got his own little cave or whatever. The hip is getting stronger.
Okay, dog.
What are we doing? My bad. Actually, this is my fault. I admit it. This one's my fault. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is all your fault.
I just said this one's my fault. This one is my fault. I apologize.
This is a bit of a duck boat reflux.
My bad, dog. I missed y'all last week, so you gotta get it all out, dog. There's a lot of fuckery going on in the world. I missed y'all.
Yeah.
But my bad, Joe. I didn't know if you was finished, man. Like you said something.
Go ahead, Joe.
Nah, we good, man. We enjoyed making the brisket and all the other fixings that came along with it, man. So it's good to have everybody come through. Dude, I warmed up them burgers and threw a little of that guac salsa you had.
Hey, bro.
I threw that on the bun.
Hey, that guac sauce is the shit.
Hey, bro.
Good.
Hey, guess where I bought it from?
Where?
Fucking Save-A-Lot, bro.
Yeah, they got to Save a Lot.
Yeah, dog. That guac salsa is fire.
Man, they got some nice little deals in there.
Nigga, I threw that bitch on the burger, nigga. That shit set that bitch all the way off.
And it's sneaky because it's got a little heat on it.
Yeah, dog. That's the thing I liked about it. When I first saw it, because I'm not a big guacamole fan, dog. But then like when I had it the first time, and then like after a couple of bites, I was like, ooh, it got a little burn.
Start sweating a little bit, right?
Yeah. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'm not a big guac fan myself, but yeah, I need to try that.
Nah, you like that guac sauce?
You sound like you just don't. You need to try a lot of shit.
Hey dog, when you fighting pedophiles, dog, you ain't got time to be just trying everything, nigga.
Ain't got time to try your guacamole.
Hey, Roger, tell him about my Cajun cooking, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Hey,
bye, lady. You work.
Real talk.
I ain't gonna lie. My man do make a mean gumbo, and he got what's that shit? That okra dish you got?
Dog. Smothered okra.
That smothered okra shit is off the chain.
Well, nigga, shit. Hey, we can get together before you leave and you have a little send off potluck or something, man.
We got to.
Let's do that.
And me and Lady Lavender would benefit from all of this.
And I'm like, I'll bring the napkins and the plates.
The hell you will. You gonna bring that stew you made.
Nah, that stew be having motherfuckers' butthole sweating. So
we got the paperware down.
You got to do it.
No, right.
Pull that Chinette out.
Y'all gonna bring that stew that y'all make.
Stew's alright. I like the stew. Yeah, we make a good. The Nigerian stew is pretty good.
Oh man, that's all.
Oh shit, yeah, we got to get up on that.
We need to get some. Yeah, we get some Pan African shit.
Yeah,
there you go.
We'll have a little potluck. Have everybody over. It'll be good.
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's not just talk about it.
I know that's what niggas be doing, dog. Then you have a funeral and everybody be like, man, we should have got together 10 years ago.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's when they show up, is when in the funeral.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how it was at my pop's funeral, man. Everybody talking about, oh, we should get together for a family reunion. I'm like, yeah, but the next family reunion, grandma gonna be dead.
That
grandma
didn't
happen. In the ground.
Yeah.
So.
You guys only got together for white people holidays. No offense.
Right, that's true.
Lady Lavender, take your woke ass to sleep. We don't hear this shit.
So you trying to say that we need to get together for Juneteenth?
Actually, we need to quit. We need to let go of the 4th and just make Juneteenth our shit.
Yeah,
I changed my profile picture for Juneteenth.
I did. I copied you.
There it is. That don't count.
Apparently not.
I had my black babies up front on my profile picture. Does that count?
No.
Okay.
No, we need to do better.
No, we need to do better. I mean, not even the Juneteenth shit though, but I think like in tradition of like when we grew up, I think I won't speak for y'all, but my family, we really like it wasn't just holidays, but like it'd be like it seemed like every quarter or every like at least twice a quarter we were getting together barbecuing, having a domino night, having a game night, or just motherfuckers coming through drinking and listening to music at our house. So it ain't gotta be nothing big, but just like I think it's good, especially in these days and times where we feel like we can't be out and about and without getting harassed or feeling threatened, to have a safe space to just sit down with our people. Like when we were at Joe's house, man, it's like I'm with my 2 homeboys, I'm with my lady. I mean his people. I mean his friend, y'all brother who y'all just like got reconnected with was there, and it just felt like it's just a beautiful thing, man. Just all this blackness, and we all just getting together. We playing dominoes, we eating, we drinking, and ain't no threats to nobody's safety. Ain't nobody calling the police, and you just having a good time, man. So I miss shit like that. Yeah,
I agree too.
Yeah. So I mean, we definitely like do need to do better with that shit. I think sometimes it's just good for the psyche to just be around the people that care about you and love about you, and just talk y'all shit, get it out, the jokes. 1 minute I'm losing domino games, I'm Bob the motherfucking builder. Next minute somebody else is this and that. You know what I'm saying? But it's
in the dominoes game. You need to get your ass up off the table.
I'm just saying though, but it's
Habitat for Humanity. This nigga's building other nigga houses off.
but it's all.
The only one I wasn't buying.
For free.
For free, and then these niggas threaten.
Yeah,
they threaten my relationship, talking about, well, you won't let Nada get points like that. I'm like, hold on, dog. Hold on,
hell, man. What's that all about?
Hold on, nigga.
Oh shit. What's up?
It's all love. It this goes back to like in high school when we used to just Jones on each other, but everybody knew it came from a good place. And it's just niggas getting that. At the same time, you getting a sort of frustration off, but it's love and jokes and all that shit, and everybody go their own way. You full. You had a good time with your people, and you're able to get all that shit off your shoulders and go back into a world that doesn't really care about you. So I love that, man. I love it a lot more than I could say to you guys.
Like a little mini flashback to Eva James, man.
Hey, Eva James was that though. Like you here you are, but like back then, like now, 41-year-old Roger realizes we in mid-mode, dog. We in Klan country.
Pretty much.
We in Klan country, dog, and we just we connecting, we getting our jokes off, we having a good time, and we just like. At that point in time, man, our whole life is in front of us, and we don't realize it, dog. We don't realize we building, and we building a foundation of stability, and able to adjust and take criticism and all that shit from the world, man. But at that time, we just saw it as a good time, and then, I miss that shit. And like that there at your house, that there we was at your house with James and Ada. And your man John, y'all brother, that was some Eva J's type shit, for real.
Yeah, it was.
I loved it.
So was the wedding reception.
Yeah.
So was a little taste of that over on New Year's Day over at Anthony's house.
Yeah, with his brother, with his brother's house.
Brother's house. Yeah.
I just like being. I mean, it ain't gotta be about a black or white thing, but just being around people who really fuck with you. Like right. I know your flaws. I know what you've been through. I know the good and bad of your life for the most part. You my nigga, dog. I love you, and I just want nothing but the best for you. Let's have these jokes. Let's drink this drink, and let's just after we leave here, nothing but the best. I love that shit.
I agree.
Yeah, because we was out there getting that Dominican rum, boy.
Hey, bro, I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Not the Dominican rum, dog. Y'all still alive?
Hey, Joe. Joe had already taste tested it for us, so it was all good.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't much left in that bottle.
It was like probably about a year or two old. It predated the incident. So.
It was before the DR started trying to kill Americans, nigga.
Oh shit, there you go. Whoa.
Nah.
Joe. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good, Joe? To check in?
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm good. And everything is good. They're working your boy like a slave at the hospital, but that means a little more money. So that's all good. Kids are good. Me and the lady in lavender, hopefully, will be having our own spot here come the next 2 weeks. Just our homeboy TT got to come through. That's bad. I shouldn't say that.
Who the fuck is TT, dog? That sounds like some porn star.
No, his name is Tom, but Tom has Tourette's, so.
Hey. That ain't right, bro. Why y'all got a nigga TT, bro? That's no good, man.
It's no good, but it's.
Yo, man, that's the name of the show. That is the name of the show, man. TT.
No, we can't.
The episode is called the Diddler, nigga.
It's already been decided. So we backtracked to like 3 weeks ago, about 2-3 weeks ago, where this house it's off like it's over there by south, kind of by what is that like where 71 turns into 49 highway by Truman Corners and all that shit like that. Nice little 2-story
Grandview area.
Yeah. So nice little 2-story townhouse. So we arrived there. We say, hey, can you meet us early? Because we get there early. He's like, no, I'll be there when I get there. He get there. I did not notice initially.
He's so oblivious because I'm sitting there trying to look at him to give him like a sign.
Okay. So you're not gonna say the fact that I had to tie my shoe?
I'm just saying you got.
So when he got out the car, I shook his hand and he hadn't said anything. So I had my shoes untied. So I knelt down to tie my shoe, and I guess he's talking to Lady Lavender, and this whole time he probably spitting that hot fire. I'm not seeing it. So we go into the house and we walking around. He's in a whole different area. So
because I couldn't be in the same room with him anymore.
Yeah. So fast forward. So we're upstairs. And like it's probably equatable to like thinking about somebody having like a minor like grand mal seizure that while he's talking to us. And you looking at it, him in the face while he doing it, and having to put your best poker face on.
So that's Tom having the seizure.
Tom was like he was talking about like because there was like there's like a few minor repairs that they needed to get before we was like we want to like give you money for a fucking deposit and all that shit. And he was like once that get done we hit y'all back up, we can do a walkthrough and y'all give us the money. So he hit us up, but anyway, so while he's in the kitchen talking about what they gonna do, he's like, yeah, then we got it. I was like, ooh. I was like, whoa. Are you okay, my nigga? Like, I had to look away because I was, you know, your boy. I had to look away. So after we left,
you almost did it again.
He did.
So after we left,
you almost called him TT again.
It was probably about 10 minutes after we left. The name TT was born.
Tourette's time.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Tom Tourette's.
I'm sorry, America. I'm sorry. We really try to do better.
That is some shit that you just don't gloss over, dog. You can't.
I'm sorry, y'all. Now he's a good dude, but he's
having the ticks.
He's weird though, because it's like, usually when you're dealing with people and with property, like during the day is when they like hit you up. TT be up at like 9:00 at night. TT. So all your correspondence that you send him as far as email, he like sending all that shit like 9:00 at night.
Damn.
So I don't know. TT might be the diddler, nigga. I don't know.
When his man's kicked in.
TT might be the
man. I need to leave Tom Terrific alone.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, everything's good over here for real talk, man. Life is good, kids is good, baby's good, all my friends is good, so life is going good. About to be out this man's army here pretty soon, so.
Oh yeah.
Every time we have drill, they be like, "So you really getting out?" I'm like, "Yeah." You don't want to re-enlist? For what, nigga? So I can go to war with Africa? No. I'm like, I'm good. Have me fighting the rest of the world. Fuck y'all. Y'all can have it.
Yeah, that's next. It's Africa.
No, it'd be China or Russia, because they're trying to. They already take over Africa, but that's neither here nor there. That's a whole nother podcast. Mm-hmm. Anyway, moving on. So everyone checked in. We all good. I love it. So y'all seen the news? Your homeboy Mike Pence went down to the McAllen in Donna, Texas, to see the little. I guess we can't call them concentration camps. The detention centers down there. Y'all hear about that?
I call them internment camps.
Internment camps, which is also another form of a concentration camp.
Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I saw the reports, CNN interview.
And we will provide the links, and there's really no reason to play because there's really not much audio except for when he was on CNN telling lies. But the video that I saw was literally him and his little group of cronies, which was like other senators and not Mitch McConnell. Who's the other little piece of shit that's a senator? Oh shit, I gotta look him up. I'm not doing that right now.
Every Republican senator that's been elected.
There you go. That's pretty good. And just there were all these a lot of men who were in these cages that pushed themselves forward. And they're all yelling and screaming, trying to get attention. And still, the fact remains that here they are in these cages or holding cells, as they want to call them, but they're just basically fences in large rooms. They've been put into poor sanitation, no clear means as far as like how they're getting, baths, hygiene, how they're being fed. Very obviously there are no beds there. They already reported about the foil blankets, the heated blankets they give to people as far as like emergency blankets when they're out in the cold.
The men not even getting the aluminum foil blankets.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So
they just straight concrete.
Yeah. So you saw that. So I think there were like a few women or children in there who had the foil blankets wrapped around them. So the men, had probably done their part to give those to the children.
Two different venues, wasn't it?
I don't know. When I saw there were foil blankets wrapped around some people. So
but they were probably wrapped around the women.
I don't know. I would think they'd be kept separate. So it might have been like shorter, smaller men, but you couldn't see their faces. So you might be right, Joe. It might be separate venues. I mean, they went to two different places, so you're right.
So MLK might have been in there with the women, huh?
He might have been in there. He might have snuck in.
And we're talking about midget Luke.
Oh, shoot.
But all the pictures I see, it's like you see Mike Pence. It's that thing where you're looking but not looking. Like when you see when you see somebody you don't fuck with, like in the hallway when you're back in high school. Like right. I'm looking at you just to make sure you ain't about to approach me or cause me no danger, but I'm not really looking at you. So it's all like a peripheral kind of look. And everything I seen about him, he never went up to the cages. He never like looked at these men, he went in women and talked to them. It's kind of that peripheral superiority, kind of like, yeah, I'm just here for a photo op type shit.
Did he have permission by his wife to be around all those women though?
Ooh, damn.
That's a good question.
That might be why he was a little off.
That's a good question. Did he have permission to be around?
Lady Lavender had some notes. Hold on, nigga. Let me. Did he have permission to be around the women?
Yeah.
Was the Diddler present? I don't know, but yeah, man, it's just real sad that we have gotten here where this is a debate on American soil in this day and age.
Go ahead.
Who's that? My bad. Go ahead.
That's Anthony. So what I was gonna say is, man, we're turning into basically how the government in South America treat their people, basically. Internment camps. Putting these people in cages, locking them up, treating them basically like animals, depriving them of basic human rights, man, and dignity, and not even giving them the basic needs that their basic needs, such as hygiene and food and all that other stuff, and we call ourselves Americans. We're supposed to be above all this, and we're acting no better than South America right now.
I hear what you're saying, but if you look at the history of this country, what does that mean to say we're acting like we're not America?
Well, South America, what I'm saying is how South America and other third world countries treat their prisoners is what I'm trying to say. It's not how they treat their regular, common folk, how they treat their prisoners. We're treating people who probably might have committed maybe a minor crime of being here.
They did commit a crime, as far as because they're trying to cross the border illegally, but also with the intent to seek asylum.
Which is a crime in a sense of crossing the border illegally, but they're trying to seek asylum, which America is not granting according to the Constitution. So what I'm saying is depriving people of their basic human rights that's what we're turning into. And that's basically what every third world country does is, from what I've seen, is when they put prisoners in these concentration camps, they deprive these people of their basic human rights. And, that's what we're getting into.
But that's
what we're leading into.
Yeah, but before these quote unquote, whatever you want to call it, illegal boarding crosses, whatever, you got cases of what's the sheriff down there in Arizona?
Arpaio,
who was out there putting American citizens in these outdoor camps similar to this setup. So it's very, I think we have to be very careful when we try to say we only do this to people who come here illegally or people who are here illegally, when there are documented cases of people who are here legally and who are American citizens who are treated like this. Maybe not to this extent, but this ain't. But when I hear people say this is a new thing for America, I'm like, is it real?
And then that's something that I can't say that this is probably new for America. Because this is something that we did when the Vietnamese came over, to seek refuge.
We did the Japanese Americans
and the Japanese Americans. Yeah, the Japanese.
Joe talked about internment camps.
Yeah, the internment camps.
Yeah.
About the internment camps. Yeah.
Sure. Or you could talk about Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears.
Or that. Yeah. We can go. I mean, we can go on and on. I mean, this is not anything new that has been, as in American history. This is nothing new, but we're seeing this. I mean, it's 2019, and we haven't evolved.
Right, but I think, we talked about on the show before, later episodes, when we're not so much talking about legal immigration or asylum, when we talked about the dumbing down or the watering down of the teaching of history to make a certain population be okay in the classroom.
Right.
And this is what you get, people who are surprised when you say, this ain't nothing new. We've done this to people before. We've done this to people who are American citizens, and people are shocked and surprised. It's because American history books or American history teachers, not all of them, but some of them, because we got a history teacher here who keeps it real, are afraid and don't want to make certain members of the classroom feel ashamed because people who look like them did these things to people who didn't look like them.
Right. And I agree, and I totally agree with you there, Stork. And the reason why I agree with that, because I had taken history both in high school and college, and the difference between high school and college was that the fact that one of the teachers kept it, real and relevant, while the other ones taught you the traditional. And what I mean by traditional is the ones that they teach you in every other public school, as far as what history is, that, George Washington crossed the Delaware River and all that other, irrelevant stuff. While the other teacher kept it real and says, no, this is what happened, and this is what happened, and this is why it happened,
Right.
But which caused me, what caused me to say, okay, do my own investigation of what history is, do my own investigation of, studying what has America, how did we get to this point? Did we get to this point that how I was taught in high school, which is wrong, or how, or there's some underlying, stories or underlying, historical moments that got me here.
Right. And we all know that there is, and there's always that saying, like, he who wins writes the history book for the most part, or history. There we go.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm paraphrasing a much more elegant quote. Mm-hmm. What say you the rest of all those being quiet?
I say what I always say. It's a manufactured crisis. Because if they were properly doing the asylum process in a manner that they can do, they're intentionally making it difficult to go through the asylum process. They're slowing it down. They're cutting staff, making it so that there's the bottleneck at the border. And then once they can't get through, at the actual station,
Yep.
Then they start going over the border, at the wall and at the wherever else, And then you say, oh, see, look, they're like roaches. They're just pouring in here. But a lot of these people were trying to do it the right way, but
and James, and for whoever's listening out there, when you say manufactured crisis, you mean from the standpoint of bureaucracy purposely making it.
I'm talking about difficult. The Trump administration has manufactured a crisis down there by holding up the process of asylum, so that the people have no choice but to try to come in another way, because they're standing at the border, at the border station trying to do it the right way with nothing. There's no food, there's no resources of any kind while they're standing there. So they're not going to sit there and starve and be dehydrated or whatever else and be dirty. So they say, we're going to get in here one way or the other. We're not going back. Mm-hmm. So they just try to come in So then when they come over, you know, illegally across the border, then you say, oh, see, they're invading the country. Look at them. We got to do something.
Yep.
Whereas
and then the Democrats are holding up the process of trying to fix it all. So then it's just a perpetual cycle. Like James said, they're making this happen, and then even Mike Pence, when he was down there, is like, it's all because of the Democrats. They're holding up us being able to help these people, and because of Democrats, apparently these people can't have showers or blankets or.
Right. It's the same thing they did when they were separating the families. So, it was the Trump administration that started separating the families, and then they tried to blame it, you know, on Obama policies, which wasn't true. Then when he finally stopped it, he made it sound like I fixed it. I reversed Obama's bad policy, and we're not separating families anymore. You know, the evidence right in front of you.
I hate the fact that you probably sounded like how he sounded when he said it, nigga. I hate that.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
You know, he was like, I fixed it.
You sounded a little Trumpish right there.
I hate that you sound just like that motherfucker.
That's what he does. He does that all the time. He creates a problem. And then he just stops doing the bullshit that caused the problem, and he claims that he fixed the problem that was somebody else created.
Yeah,
no.
And I was going to elaborate on James's,
which is like some classic con man shit too.
Right,
and that's what he is.
So and I was going to go ahead, and I agree with you, James. Man, it's a lot of what I would say Republican smoke and mirrors, where you know they want you to believe that hey, we're trying to fix old policies that you know the former president Obama had you know put in place, and we're trying to do the right thing. And when it is they're the ones that's causing the problems. You know, they're the ones that's causing the bottleneck at the borders, not letting the people in trying to seek asylum from these, you know, from their oppression back in South America, Mexico, wherever they're coming from. You know, seeking asylum into the U.S. and then they're not doing it the right way through the process of the.
Oh, and they changed the criteria for asylum. They made it extremely narrow.
Yep.
Yes.
Where you know you basically have to like have people shooting at you as you walk up to the border.
But see, the thing is though, that's what they were trying to escape from. I mean, these people are escaping from you know dire straits, man.
What I'm saying is that. It used to be not. There was a lot of different factors that could lead to you getting asylum. They've taken away some of the criteria, so it's a very narrow amount of reasons. It didn't always have to be just straight up violent. It could be, you know, you were being exploited. You know, it was a lot of the criteria was large.
Yep.
Right. Now the Trump administration has cut it down to, like I said, someone needs to be shooting at you right now in order for you to get asylum. If that's not happening, no. Which is ridiculous.
I think another thing that they do is not only, like you were saying, James, manufacturing the crisis, but also, like with the census and with, like, basically any issue that's come up. What was Iran, I think? Something. There's basically everything. They'll fake the crisis. They'll make it seem way out of proportion. And then they'll claim a solution, even if the solution already existed or already was there or already could have happened, and make it seem as though he's invented this wonderful solution. And it's all.
I agree with Lady of Lavender on that one. Yeah, they do.
Lady what?
Lady of Lavender.
Lady E. There's no E or A at the beginning of that.
I said Lady of Lavender.
Lady Lavender.
Oh, Lady. Is there of in there?
Nah.
Yeah, I did say Is there no? Is Lady Lavender?
Yeah. Yeah. Say
Why
what
is
you
that
want.
relevant though?
I don't know what's happening.
You sound like you might.
Hey, I was agreeing with Otto. Okay.
You're getting the bottle a little hard. It ain't that late yet, man. It's only 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. If Congress had just gave us $4.6 billion, we could have afforded toothbrushes for these people, man.
Wow, I hate you.
It's all on y'all, man.
Go to sleep,
nigga. It was going to his damn wall, man. The wall that we refused to build, man. Shit.
I can't buy toothbrushes and have tanks at the parade. We got
You do make a strong point.
Meanwhile,
you do make a strong point.
Bankrupted DC for his 4th of July.
Basically, he did. Yeah.
Parade.
In the rain.
And the mayor of DC is like, nah, fuck that. We need that money back.
Right. Yeah. And how will I provide hush money for my homeboy Jeffrey Epstein if I'm buying niggas toothbrushes?
Right.
This is a problem.
It's a problem, bro.
This is the problem.
Do you think him and Bill Clinton got together? It was like, we got to fix this. Anyway.
Hey, Bill.
Bill is sweating right now.
Yeah. Bill is sweating for sure.
I think it's a bunch of people sweating because I think Epstein knows where a lot of the bodies are buried.
No, like me and Lady Lab was talking about earlier. Like
they don't want him to ever see a courtroom.
Bro, this is like what's Heidi Fleiss on a Thanos level, nigga.
Right.
This is Heidi Fleiss on some Thanos level type shit. If this nigga snap his fingers, nigga.
All I know is this. Don't let Anthony nowhere near that nigga.
Who?
Don't let.
Hey,
Anthony out there mollywopping that nigga.
Hold on. Are you saying Jeffrey? What's his name? Epstein? He might be the Diddler, nigga.
Oh no, Anthony come in. Execution style murder. I have some reports that I'm a fucking murder, bro.
Hey, the last thing Jeffrey hears, hit it hard from the back, roll around on the floor.
Jeffrey Epstein, aka the Diddler.
You have been judged.
That is the Diddler.
He should have left them damn kids alone.
You have been.
Oh no, because Anthony runs up on him and his face is like actually a mask, and he pulls his face off like a bad episode of Scooby-Doo. It say Jeffrey Epstein. This is the Diddler.
You have been judged.
I would have got away with it too.
For these meddling kids.
That nigga Andy showed up dressed up as that white woman that been selling bath water to pedophiles, nigga. Jeffrey Epstein, you have been judged.
Oh man.
Shit. Oh man.
Hey man, you didn't record the pregame with him saying that shit, did you?
Oh nah, I think I wasn't on then. You know what? I'm gonna start just recording shit.
When we get on, that as a drop seat, you can be dropping that in.
If I see a pedophile, I just gotta fight him.
I gotta fight him.
Dude, dog, man.
But I'm like, how do you know, nigga? You got a pedophile sense, nigga?
It's like Spidey sense, man.
The diddly sense,
man.
She said the diddly sense.
She got a didometer.
That nigga be like, hold on, man. Somebody smell like Infamil. Hold the fuck up, nigga. Y'all smell Infamil?
Nigga, is that Axe body spray?
Oh! Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Nigga smell like Bed Bath and Body Works, nigga. What's going on, nigga? What's going on with this motherfucker, dog? Anyway.
Oh shit! This is Duck Boat Soup, man.
I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know. We went from men locked in cages to Anthony beating up Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump. But as I said, man, like we'll link this in here. Y'all see it on my screen, man. This picture here.
Like a damn pedophile. Come here.
No, that's Mike Pence. He's probably a pedophile. Oh. But they ain't looking at nobody. They ain't looking at no motherfucking body right in this picture, dog.
I'm motherfucking ignoring because if you look at that means this person has to, has to be.
That's what's his name?
Type of sympathy for these people that are locked in cages, dog. He ain't looking at nobody. That's that guilt fucking with him.
What's that senator behind them?
Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham. That motherfucker. I hate his ass for sure.
That shitty motherfucker too.
And you see these conditions. You see these men, women, and children in these conditions, and people just keep trying to make excuses for them.
And there are no excuses for this, man. I mean, damn. I mean, if I was some sort of decent human being, not a fucking politician, but a human being, man, this is a fucking problem to me. people locked up in cages for, just trying to fucking asylum away from the country, that they're fleeing from.
And then Pence on CNN said today, what you saw today was a very clean facility where people were being detained indoors, and then you saw a temporary facility that was constructed because the facility is overcrowded, he said. Overcrowding means that there are too many people in there. It's a fire hazard also. We can't keep people in a cell beyond what the rules and regulations allow for, but everyone in a temporary facility gets 3 meals a day. They're getting health care. They're getting hygiene. What does that mean?
What does that even mean?
What the fuck does that mean?
That means y'all didn't give him his $4.6 billion.
Shut up, Joe. Go to bed, nigga.
Hey, you gonna stay on that damn 4.6, aren't you?
That's what he said before that quote. That's what he said in that interview before that quote.
Well, since you guys didn't give me my 4.6, these guys in the internment camp, these detention camp centers are only gonna get the bare minimum. Wow. But it goes back to saying that, these are the motherfuckers that y'all voted for. I wouldn't have voted for these bastards.
Got done?
I'm done.
Okay.
Got silent like a motherfucker.
Hear ye, all ye citizens of Tennessee. Each year is the duty of the governor of the state to proclaim the following as the days of special observance. January 19th, Robert E. Lee Day. February 12th, Abraham Lincoln Day. March 15th, Andrew Jackson Day. June 3rd, Memorial Day. Or, if you hate freedom, Confederate Decoration Day. July 13th, Nathan Bedford Forrest Day. And November 11th, Veterans Day. The governor shall invite the people of this state to observe the days in schools, churches, and other suitable places where appropriate ceremonies expressive of the public sentiment befitting the anniversary of such dates.
So can we still burn states? Like burning states down, the southern states?
What the fuck?
You gonna burn the whole state? There are niggas in these states. You know that, right?
Where are you getting this shit from, man? Where you pulling?
Burn them down and start over, dog. With smart people. Oh shit.
All that to say is, if you haven't been on the social medias or news feed, or you just have given up on humanity, as I have done from time to time,
which you should.
You have not heard the latest proclamation of the governor of Tennessee, in which he said that July 13th would be held as Nathan Bedford Forrest Day.
Yep. To those of you who are uninitiated,
please enlighten them.
I'm about to say, to our history teacher, who is Nathan Forrest?
Bedford Forrest. Forrest Gump was named for. That's what I was going to say.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
but also,
I don't see the problem then.
I don't see a problem. He's a black man.
Oh, wait a minute. It gets worse.
He was a Confederate general and founder of the Ku Klux Klan.
But hold on, Joe. He was a Democrat.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
Did you say,
hold on, Joe. He was a Democrat.
The founder of the Ku Klux Klan
and a Democrat. So I'm curious. What's the political leanings of the governor of Tennessee?
Republican.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna memorialize a Democrat.
Yeah, what's up with that?
One,
but
he did Jackson too, though.
Yeah,
but
Jesse Jackson. No.
Speaking of the Trail of Tears,
yes.
Hey, you did say Jackson. They be like, Jesse Jackson's Republican. Some niggas would probably say
Andrew Jackson was the founder of the Democrat Party.
Tito Jackson?
Tito?
Not Tito.
Randy?
Not Tito, not Randy.
Randy?
No, the Andrew. Who's Andrew?
I don't remember that, brother.
Yeah, nigga Jackson started the original internment camps, bro.
Hold on, dog. But y'all will see. Y'all see on my screen though where it says, whereas Nathan Bedford Forrest is a recognized military figure in American history in the native Tennessean. So that means like if for some reason I stayed in the military, went out and did some great fucking deed for this fucking nation, this traitorous son of a bitch will be recognized the same as me as far as this proclamation goes.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly what that proclamation says. But the only difference is he will get recognized as a hero while you'll be recognized as a villain because you're black.
No, I'll just be Pat Tillman, somebody they use to sell fucking jerseys or some shit.
That. Oh yeah, the Pat Tillman lie. That's a whole show by itself.
Okay, shit.
Anyway, that's a whole nother episode. Let's stay focused. My bad. I almost went off. I had to catch myself.
You think not? We are going down. We're already in the rabbit hole, so
not that rabbit hole though.
But
my nigga JID said they tried to Pat Tillman, dog. He went up that hill and they Jack Jilled him. But anyway, but yeah, man. But it's 2019, and like even I put on I retweeted something that Ted Cruz said, and even him as a Republican tried to slide in that Democrat shit while shitting on the fact he was like not in agreement with this proclamation, but tried to say, oh, he's a Democrat, while downplaying the fact that Republicans are celebrating this.
Right. So
yeah. And then all these Hotep, and I think half of them are Russian robots anyway on Twitter. But people that try to come at you, well, you know, the Democrats is slave plantation and this and this and that. And I'm like, and we've already talked about on this as far as like picking the lesser of two evils, especially when it comes to being
and forgetting the basic fact that the parties are fluid.
Yeah, they're fluid
in terms of philosophy.
Yeah, fluid philosophy.
And people move back and forth between the parties depending on their particular, you know, the time period and
the Republican grab as far as like you know, coming around. You talk about civil rights era,
Southern migration. It happened like right around after the civil rights bill was signed.
Yes,
it was a major flip.
People purposely ignore that. But then, but even more that we got in depth to on this podcast, where as you talk about people of color, which we all are right now in this podcast, black people on this podcast right now, there is no like party that is ever 100% for black people in this nation.
Form knows that.
Yeah, but for the most part, as far as our lifetime, the Democratic Party has been much more aligned.
Come on, man. We ain't got a lot of options. It's only two viable options.
Two viable options, right?
It's two viable options, and one is basically saying the hell with you, right. And the other one say at least they act like they want to work with you. So you know what am I gonna do?
And like I told one person, I don't make enough money to fuck with Republicans, so there's that.
Right.
That's what it comes down to, right? I'm not a millionaire.
He on that Charles Barkley shit because you know that's his reasoning why he's a Republican.
But that's most of the
Republican. You know?
All the black people I know that fuck with the Republican Party
ticket is they're rich.
Yeah. They make a certain amount of coin, and it comes down to taxes. Yeah, it comes down to taxes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but for me, I still can't. At a certain level, I still can't fuck with you.
Right.
Because you putting money over your people.
Basically.
And I'm like,
you really
I don't want to check your pockets, but you putting a party, you ain't just putting like a simple policy about your people. You putting a party that wants to just say
entire ideology over your people.
Yeah.
Because you're saying that people that are of color, that are struggling, that are oppressed by government and government rule and everything like that, and you putting your social idealism over them, you know, I'm sorry, not social, I meant political idealism over, you know,
but
over those
to a degree, some of it is social too.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, yeah, you know what I was trying to say.
Yeah, because you got, I mean, these niggas ain't coming to the cookout, the quote-unquote so-called cookout that niggas get invited and uninvited to.
Yeah, man, the Republicans don't even try to appeal to people of color for the most part. They don't even try. So why would I? Why would I bother?
Yep.
Right.
If they do, it's just some half-ass terrible shit.
It really is.
Yeah.
So
where I immediately feel like a servant.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, I mean, you don't have to go that far back in history if you really think of, where the Republicans really didn't do shit for especially people of color. Look what happened in now that we're in hurricane season, and there's one in the Gulf right now that has actually made landfall over Louisiana. Look what happened in that debacle in 2005 with Katrina. Katrina was a fucking disaster. I mean, that could have been, even though it was a natural disaster and it caused, levees to break and all this other stuff.
Right, but remember this, that they knew that those levees would not hold under those conditions.
Exactly.
And if they would have built those levees up to standard they were supposed to be at, those levees wouldn't have broken.
That's where I was going at it with it. I mean, we didn't. They had the funding. I mean, government has the funding and the ways to increase the infrastructure of those levees to prevent a disaster from happening, such as Katrina. But yet they failed to do so because of mainly political interests. It wasn't politically sound to save all these areas. And if you look at New Orleans, it's predominantly black. In most areas in New Orleans, it's predominantly black. Even though you do have, areas that are, rich influence and everything like that. The majority of the city is black.
So I'm gonna play some of this clip because it's something I heard, listened to. Three guys on, shout out, comedy guys I listen to, who also do some political banter too. These are the Hodge twins. You look on my screen here.
I can't stand these Negroes. Go ahead.
Yeah. If you've heard about them, yeah. So these are like comedians who
used
weren't
to be cool.
Exactly. These are comedians who weren't well known, but like people knew about them. But as we talked about on this podcast, don't nothing make a profit for niggas like niggas who are willing to sell their soul to shame niggas.
Oh, it's a coonery.
And they fall all over them for this.
So let's say talk on reparations. So I'm gonna wind it back.
So coonery.
We talk about it. Here we go.
I can't believe this. It's 2019 and people still asking for some damn reparations.
Reparations.
I want my reparations now. You ain't no slave. You never was a slave. So you pretty much asking the American government to give you money because you black. Which sounds pretty fucking racist to me. Look here, what man or woman would want to stand to benefit for somebody else's pain and suffering, man? Your ancestors' pain and suffering. That is pretty fucking sick to me. Yeah, come on, man. Do y'all realize why in Congress they're talking about reparations? That's why Elizabeth Warren brought it up. That's why Kamala Harris brought it up. They want y'all to vote. So guess what? It's almost election time. Let's start pulling these black people strings. Yeah, the Democrats. They got y'all like puppets. Yeah. I need my reparations, son. And y'all are falling for it. Yeah, that's the only reason why we talking about this. The Democrats start all this crap. All they trying to do is galvanize the black community to go vote Democrat against Trump. Look, ain't no government gonna give no group of people money for nothing. And that's what you're doing. You're asking somebody to pay you money because the color of your skin. Look, we got millions of people trying to come in this country legally.
I'm gonna stop right there. Y'all do hear.
I was getting angry.
Y'all do hear the voice, right? The little slavery voice they taking on.
Yeah.
These niggas don't sound like that in real life.
Mm-hmm.
I can go back and I don't want to go back. Fuck them.
Don't do it. Fuck them.
So once again, we talk about the money grab. So it's relevant to the fact that we talked about Mike Pence, and then we kind of rolled into people trying to shame you for voting. Well, Mike Pence, and we rolled into old boy as far as this proclamation. So people trying to shame you as far as voting Democrat, and then this money grab by a lot of black people who are gaming us, or not gaming us, but gaming white folks, because they want to be the black person that's cool that allows white people to say stupid and racist shit.
Right.
And that's who these niggas are.
Right. I agree. See, this is that same buffoonery that happened back in the 2004 election. I think it was the 2004 election. No, 2002. When the whole campaign was, hey, the Republicans freed the slaves. Vote Republican.
Well, it happens almost every major election.
Yeah. Yeah, and it continues in every other election ever since then, I feel. But basically, that was pretty much the biggest campaign as far as, the Republicans trying to get in. And that was, what I remember was, you need to vote Republicans because they freed the slaves and they did all this stuff for you black folks. So it basically saying that we owe it to them to vote Republican. In my opinion, what has the Republican Party has done for me so far? Nothing.
Well, they teach you not to be a slave.
Well, I mean, I could do that by myself, to teach myself to be not to be a slave
properly,
or not to have this. What?
You wouldn't know how to do it properly. We know what it is. These are black folks out here for the money grab. Because even with Joe's favorite boo, his boo of all boos.
Wow.
Candace Owens.
Here we go.
We have video of her shitting on Donald Trump before his election.
Was she shitting on him?
No. She was like, no.
She was.
We played the video on the podcast before where she was shitting on Donald Trump.
I know.
And then I guess she had an epiphany? I guess. I don't know.
Epiphany, a.k.a. money grab?
Yeah, these two muscle-bound, no mustache, only gonna have a chin beard ass niggas wasn't talking about none of this shit before Donald Trump came into office.
Right.
None of this shit.
It's a money grab.
Oh, the Hodge twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they would just watch videos or talk about stuff in the news, and they give a little commentary, and it was funny a lot of times. Mm-hmm. And then I guess they wasn't popping enough for them. So
they wasn't popping.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I saw this shit. I'm like, who is these dudes? They wasn't like this. Oh man, it's terrible.
It's a money grab.
It's a straight money grab. And man, and I hate to be in the comments, but I always read the comments. And the white folks is just like, oh, I love these guys. They're the best truth tellers, and they're so funny, and blah blah blah, and God bless you, and all that kind of stuff, man. It's a trip, man. Those comments.
Who talking about? Cajun Sparkle and motherfucking the other bitch. I don't know. Diamond and Sparkle.
Oh yeah, Diamond and Silk.
Cajun Sparkle.
Oh, them two bitches. God damn.
That's
I hate them two little roach bitches, boy. Shit.
They don't call you a sexist dog, but you didn't have that much anger for everybody else. Damn. You gotta be careful.
I'm sorry.
You gotta be careful.
I'm sorry, women. At
least you didn't say females.
Is that like when you've already defeated the Diddler? I see you diamond in the silk,
bitches.
You're getting stronger.
I see you, Zatarans and fucking Cajun Sparkles. I see you.
I see Jordan gonna let this shit go at all.
No, he won't.
Like the Wonder Twins and shit. Don't let him go together.
but like even
bitches form like Voltron and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Goddamn, y'all. But even
It's gonna be the best episode yet, dog.
But even with those two, find me a video clip of them before Donald Trump.
No, there ain't none.
Find me one.
They had anything before Donald Trump, did they?
No, they didn't. So once again, we talk about don't nothing sell like niggas selling, shaming niggas for white folks.
Oh, yeah.
Don't nothing sell like that, bro. For black people.
No.
Yeah, that started with a lot of those Fox News commentators back in the day.
Yeah.
Like Jesse Ferguson and Larry Elder and some of them cats.
Let me tell you something. I hate Larry Elder. I hope that nigga fall into a pit of tar, nigga.
Oh yeah.
Face down, nigga, and just die.
And of course, the original one really is Jimmy Dynamite Walker.
Jimmy Walker.
Dog, what happened to him?
Oh, man.
He been doing that shit since the 80s, man.
Yes, he has.
But I guess I wasn't up on him, but like. You can tell the racism is eating his skin up, dog. His skin don't look right. That nigga look like one of them. He look like one of the niggas from Thor Dark World, nigga. He like one of them L's from that shit. His skin just ain't right, dog.
Right.
That nigga's skin ain't been right since he left Good Times, nigga.
Right. And I think is he still fucking Ann Coulter?
I think he is.
Yeah.
Wow.
You see who he picked, right? Or who picked him, whatever.
Oh, nah, that nigga.
Damn, did you fucking Aaron Coulter?
Yeah, they tight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you ain't know that?
He's,
He been fucking her for a hot minute.
right, for a minute, yeah.
A hot racist minute.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, his skin all fucked up, dog. Hey, cocoa. That nigga probably touched cocoa butter and just start melting.
I mean, you think
That's what happened.
Dirty talk to him?
Huh?
Like, she call him nigger in bed. Trust me.
Give me that nigger dick.
Black nigger.
You fucking mandingo. Give me that nigger dick.
Hey, dude, nigger. Give me that nigger. He says nigger dick so many times.
That nigga, he probably got to fuck her with a noose around his neck.
They be role playing like shit stuck out the big house.
Right. Yeah, they rent out because she got lots of money, so they rent out a plantation.
Hey, dog, he probably got to get locked in a lockbox.
On a little balcony, he gets out there, picking cotton and shit. And she's like, boy, could you come up to the house, boy?
Nah, you too easy, dog. He probably got to put himself in the lockbox overnight.
Oh, the fucking hot box.
The hot box overnight.
That's a night in the
Make sure that dick is real salty.
They're like, where's nigga? Oh, nigga Jim. Perfect. Where's
Nigga Jim. She probably hired a whole bunch of old fucking Franklin this old LDR Roosevelt looking motherfuckers to come in there. I don't know what I'm saying right now. She probably hired a bunch of old fat white men.
He ain't doing nothing.
Huh?
John Johnson keeps reprising his role from Django every weekend. That's a steady check.
Johnson, get your ass in here. I need you to reprise your role. When he come, he probably can't look her in the eye. He probably I gotta look down. I can't look in the eye when I come.
And she be having the whip for him on some S&M.
They probably get real specific. Have like a real heavy set old black woman with big titties coming in, laying in the bed and warming up like old school nigga. You shit, man.
Bed warmer, yeah.
Oh, I got your bed all warmed up for you, man. Now,
that's some bonus.
I don't know why we know all these facts.
Oh shit! That's because we study.
Probably they probably got like a big ass like pot.
Made 1,000 slave movies.
You talking about Mandy?
They probably got like a big ass pot. They got like lukewarm water. They don't want to kill them. They got like lukewarm water like in what's that goddamn Mandingo. So they probably like reprise that scene.
Oh shit!
Have Hoppin' John push that nigga into the lukewarm water with a pitchfork. I remember when I was like 12 years old, seen that movie and had no idea what the fuck was going on. But I was fucked up for life though. I was like, why are they cooking this nigga in the pot? And why are all these white people watching? Where are my parents at?
Right.
Where are my parents at to explain this to me?
They put this nigga in the cold.
Fucking neglect.
Neglect. Cinemax, Showtime, and HBO fuck me up for life, probably. Because it'd be a week, it'd be the weekend. Parents be like, as long as this little nigga ain't out roaming the streets and in the house, he good.
Oh, so shit.
So I be in that motherfucking living room watching. We had Cinemax, we had HBO, Showtime, watching all the motherfucking, what was that, Emmanuel's and shit, all that bullshit.
Shit. No, don't bring those back, dog.
And then there was some movie talking about the snap it. Some woman had the snapper, dog.
Yes, that was the
I remember that.
But it was like a musical. She has the snapper. She has the snapper.
And the prince was looking for a woman that had snapping pussy.
Dog, bruh, I was like, what's happening? And then
it's the fairy godmother was like a brother.
Yes.
Okay.
And remember, like it was a musical though, right?
Yeah, it was a musical.
Yeah, and it was like, she has to snap her. She has to snap her. That's all I remember, dog. I don't remember nothing else, but she has to snap her.
What the fuck?
And so,
match late night, man. In the 80s.
That's your softcore porn review.
Yep, there we go. And but then I remember
we used to watch a lot of softcore porn.
Then I remember like catching the end of Mandingo, and I was like, man, I gotta look. Niggas back had the TV guide back then, and I was like, I gotta see when the whole movie come on, cause I gotta figure out why this nigga got pushed into a pot. He must have did something, cause niggas was. Yeah. If you was black and got pushed to a pot by a white man or another nigga, you had did something wrong. I was like, he must have did something wrong. I got to figure this out. And then I was like,
nigga, all you had to do back then was just watch Bugs Bunny, and that's tell you why you got thrown in the pot.
Bugs Bunny stayed in the pot. And he be thinking it's because they cooking something else. It's like, they putting carrot and celery in here. What
I thought about when he was looking for Dr. Livingston. Yeah.